The lamppost festooned with 2 or 3 posters bearing the faces and slogans of political parties is a common sight ahead of the May elections. The choice of party posters sometimes changing as one moves between the country's suburbs, townships and rural villages. The posters, which promotes brand and face recognition, important for making a mark on the voting ballot, come at a hefty cost. Ahead of the 2019 elections, the ANC printed 30,000 posters at a cost of over 100 million rands, a bill that almost resulted in the party's liquidation by poster company Ezulwini Investments before an out-of-court settlement was agreed to. This time around, some parties have explored innovative ways of bringing down the cost.
We have printed 1,000 posters. The posters that we had printed cost us about 18 rand per poster, because it's those that you must still stick on something. So then we also had to assist Panyaza with the State of the Province address posters, which were littered, and we had to recycle them because all of our communities. So 25 rand with a bit of glue as well. So 1,000. You see, it tells you we come from mothers who are strong, who are able to take 10 rand and make it look like 100 rand. So those people are still advising us that don't put here, put here, put here. That's why today you can believe, because of what we have done and the timing and where we have put them, gives this impression that we have all these things.
A recent video posted on social media of MK leader, former President Jacob Zuma, addressing members of the Afrikaner community in Pretoria and singing his signature Mshinwam struggle song raised questions about political parties campaigning outside what many would consider their traditional constituencies. One expert believes while parties should be able to read the kind of voter they are engaging with, they have every right to extend the frontiers of their influence.
What becomes important is that these leaders would always want to ensure that they always cover new areas, new constituencies, and new voters. So they would also go beyond their borders or their own areas where they exist and ensure that their dominance is felt even outside their own traditional base. So that is why you would get people like former President Jacob Zuma having to go and campaign and try to convince the other constituencies, because all that is in the mind of a politician is to get as much vote as possible.
Print media, radio and TV are still very popular mediums used by contestants to put forward their message, with organizations jostling to have the events covered. Those with deep pockets pay for advertisements, and for the rest, the public broadcaster is required to air advertisements on an equitable basis. Social media, a favorite amongst young people, has also become a catchment site for political parties, although the high cost of data impedes full usage of the platform as a political marketing tool. And then there's the tried and tested favorite, campaigning on the ground.
When you go to a person's house and have a person-to-person talk with that person feels valued, that person is able to ask questions in a very comfortable environment, and that person is able to make an informed decision. And you can still be able to convince that person because you have budgeted a lot of time to sit, talk to this person and provide clarity on issues that this person would want to be clarified on.
Political parties have also taken to sending messages via mobile networks to boost their campaigns, which at times has raised the ire of citizens. What is clear is that for parties, there's no one-size-fits-all. Each organization must take into account who their constituency is, where it is located, the media it most consumes, and match that with the size of its budget in the time remaining. Natasha Piri, SABC News, Johannesburg.